everybody, Superstring X here. Welcome to the channel and thank you for checking out this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
Let's do the middle trials.
Today we're going to be going over
the beginning
first
trials
part
again?
of the middle trials. I've broken it down. It's really long if I don't. I've tried to speed up certain sections, but basically I've broken it down
As
into
far as I've
five here.
I haven't been to the
first
last one
five
yet.
levels of the middle trials. So we'll get started here and give you what I think about each level. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you check out some of my other videos. Thank you for being here. So once you've placed the sword back in its spot, it takes you here. I'm going to speed this up a little. Now what you're going to see in this level, there are five red code problems in this level. There's 3 elevated levels to battle. You can see right ahead there, there's a chest. You can actually get up there without shooting down with fire. But just be careful, because if you look up to the right from where you were just looking, there's a guy with some arrows shooting at you, so watch out for him. Try and pick up as much of the stuff as you can as you go through. That's kind of like the key to evening levels, is collecting them as you go, taking your time. If you don't take your time, then see, there's a guy with arrows right there. So if you don't take your time, then you miss stuff, and I just found that was the easiest way to get stuff. You know, as to like my level of play, if there's beginner, intermediate, and expert, I'm probably like more of an advanced beginner in my skill set when it comes to video games. So if I can do this, it's definitely not impossible for pretty much anybody to do this. I don't think it's that difficult, especially if you've played the game at all.
Any arrows?
So I just make sure and collect all the chests. There's a chest here. There's a chest down to the left from where we're looking right now. What I did is down below here, there's some arrows. Blowing them up is not a good idea. It's kind of like difficult to decide. I think I would wait, if I was going to do this again, I'd wait till the end so I don't have to use my weapons that I have at the time, because there is up here there's a woodcutter's axe that you can use. Definitely use bullets on as much as you can. It slows things down. These guys are just one-shot kills.
All right, let's get the rest of the stuff now.
Bows that you find. There's a couple of soldiers' bows on this level here. There's also a soldier's broadsword. And so I would just collect all of those things. Make sure and beat it all. You can use a fire arrow right here, which is what I did to knock that down. And then again, open this one, soldier's broadsword, use the woodcutter's axe to take out those boxes, and then use magnesis to get those metal boxes. Just throw them up in the air. As they come back down, they explode. There's some, I don't think there was actually anything inside those. Maybe there's something inside of one. So this part, I didn't cut it out, because if you want to shield clip in this level, if you set up your shield clip like I was doing in the first beginner trial of the sword, this is where I've jumped through the wall before. And for some reason, I didn't reset up my shield clip before I came in here. And so I might go back and do this again and make a video about clipping through the wall here, because it actually is like way quicker. You basically clip through right here, and then you go, once you're outside the wall, these winds actually are outside of the building. They extend out like I don't know relatively how far, but say maybe like 5 feet, or 10 feet outside the building. And so you can use them to kind of fly around the building and then land down below, and then you run out to go to the final trial battle. So it does cut a lot of time out, but I would say that based on having gone through it all the way, that it's probably easier to just do it this way. And go through like this. It would be very difficult to take out the final dude you gotta fight without having built up.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Never actually beat him, and I've never actually easier having gone through it, having had dishes that I made.
This one's pretty hard actually.
So now we are here at floor 2. You're gonna immediately see there's these red rogue guys flying around. There's a couple couple of red bokoblins. There's blue bokoblin. They're in different areas. You can pick up some different arrows here too. So definitely be interested in that. There's a fire rod and a wheel rod available here too. So I just basically flew up initially, took these guys out. This one wasn't a super difficult level. There's some other shields here that you can pick up as well. There's a spear. I just basically collected as much as I could. If you have already kind of built up in your ability to have more shields and swords and things, I would do that. If you haven't already, trade in your Kurok seeds to get those. I would definitely do that. It's worth it. So hopefully this isn't too fast going through here showing all this stuff, but I tried to slow it down in some areas just so that you could kind of see what I was doing when I was actually fighting the guys. But this took me about 2 hours, and obviously that kind of shows my skill and my going through here very slowly. Now another thing I noticed about this is that I didn't actually have to take that guy out completely. Like I shot him and on the way down, but I never actually knocked his power out fully. So very interesting. Check that out. So just note that there's 2 of those guys, and see how
I
he
guess
just kinda
that's
disappeared
as easy
down
as it
there?
was.
So I didn't actually have to knock his power down completely. I just kind of took him out and he fell so far and just poof, gone. Which is why I didn't get his
Right down
rod.
with 30 to go. I don't remember how many are in the second.
Maybe draw him over to one of the platforms.
20 maybe?
Wasn't too worried about it, so I just kind of let it go. Okay, so now we are moving on to
this is the one that always takes me out.
So here you're going to get 4 red bokoblins and 3 blue bokoblins. There's the weapons you can get here. There's the spear. There's a bow. There's, I think, a phrenic bow around here if you get the box. I think that's one of the boxes I missed. So you're going to get to see my failures on that. And then this one is the one I think that has the arrows in it. Has the arrows in it too. So, different, I think there's some shock arrows maybe on this side, I remember, as we're going through here. So take these 2 guys out. I was trying to take out one platform while kind of keeping an eye on things so that I'm not getting hit from all angles. So there's some ice arrows, it looks like there. Cut out those parts. I didn't want to cut out everything so you can kind of see what's going on. Another guy, that's kind of an interesting one because he's elevated. I mean, you could always take out the balloons and have them fall too. It just was easier that time for just shooting the base. So, anyway, so this guy, obviously, he's got his lizard spear, and so take him out. Bink, bink.
All right, 3 down.
He's gone. Now we've got. So anyway, that was it. Empty all the boxes. You get some more arrows, shock arrows, lots of stuff here. Bomb arrows, some food, or raw food, obviously, raw meat, wild berry, stuff you can use when you get to the rest level. So here, I think I had a really good idea. So I
was like,
okay, can't get up on it, so I'm going to
jump up and shoot all those
the
things. What do we think?
stasis room. So I use that, right? And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to fly up and shoot out all of the balloons, and then it's just going to fall straight down, right? It's like, oh, this is going to be a great idea. This is going to work perfectly. I'm so brilliant. I ran out of one of my bows broke, so reload another one in the middle. And still had time, right? Maybe that was the reason that this didn't work out so well. I was thinking I would go down and then turn on magnesis.
No.
So get the last one, drop down, and then thinking like, oh, I'm so smart, and nope, it fell over the edge, and bye-bye, it's gone. See you later. So that's
3 down.
and it was out of here.
Bunch
So,
more to go.
Bam, done. That's number 3. So far, these are, I mean, they're pretty straightforward. This, again, this isn't the master mode either, so it's
Oh crap.
probably more difficult. I'm assuming it's more difficult there. So this is it. On this level 4, all there is one stationary guardian. How I watch for these guys. You can kind of hear the sound. It's like it's building up, and like as you start to hear it fire, if you're gliding, just turn off your glider and fall for a second. You'll shoot right past you. It charges past a second. So I basically did that. Came over here, let my stamina recharge. It's coming at me again. Took off, and then boom, dropped out of the way. Fires, misses me. Then once he fires, boom, I can come back up, use it all the time, and I use the bomb arrows. I probably could just use my regular arrows too, but I use the bomb arrows. Take them out, landed, and a couple of hits is all it took.
I did it!
All finished. That's it. Now you can collect what's here. That's the first 4 floors. And if you guys want, let me know. I can put an unedited version of this, like just a straight raw playthrough where it's at full speed, but literally it's over 2 hours for the whole thing. Even this section cut down is still, it's like 20 minutes, I think, total. Obviously, a lot of that is time that I'm doing stuff like this. So this thing here, here's what I say about this: use your stasis to hold it still, then shoot the balloons out. But wait until you get only one balloon. Take it out; it'll fall down, and then once it gets lower to the ground, it'll kind of bob up and down. Then use stasis to hold it still. But move quickly, because if you don't, like me, I'm standing around waiting, kind of like, oh, it's gonna get down here. It actually gets more wild because of the wind.
This is bad. This is
having less
bad.
balloons. It starts to move out over the area where there's nothing below it. So that was something where I almost lost this one. So because it got so far, I put on magnesis. I pulled it back. Right. So I'm like, oh, this is great. I got it. I'll just turn this off and just watch it. You see what I do. So I pull it back, and I'm like kind of making this up as I go. I'm like, okay, here we go. Back over here. I've got you. Right, so okay, I've got you, you're all mine, and then here's the thing: once you let this go with your magnesis, it's gonna just go super high. It'll come back down, but it's like, I'm thinking like, oh, what is this called? Like, I even go up and I'm like, where is it? Oh man, it's like way up there. It's like so far up. So I come back down. I'm like, okay, is it coming back down? And bam, here it comes. But because I wasn't paying attention, I missed it. That would have been the ideal time to hit it with stasis.
Dang
it was
it,
the
come
most
on.
controlled. So again, second time, missed it. So if you do it that way, I would use magnesis, pull it down right against the wall, let it go up, which will kind of keep it steady, and then on the way back down, hit it with your what do you call it, to freeze it. And then at that point, once you hit our stasis, hit it with stasis and freeze it. Now what I ended up doing is, because it was kind of out there, I had to kind of just luck of the draw. So I hit it with stasis, slipped to magnesis, and then I was just like literally clicking the button, shot the arrow, and then started clicking the button.
Wow.
Just activate over and over again.
How lucky was
And
that?
just, bam, lucky. I mean, just literally super lucky that happened. Got it. Good to go. So that worked out well. Got that shield, which was awesome. Super happy to have that. And then flew over. There's another one there.
Oh, jeez. I found myself.
Burn this.
That's probably cool.
Right now, my notes on this: don't shoot
All
that
right.
platform
On to the next
from
one.
up in the air. Go to the ground and aim up
Been
at
this
it,
far
because
before. Oh, look at
again,
this.
I made the mistake and it literally fell off the
make
edge.
some food.
It just didn't work out. So then now, done with that, we're at underground floor 5, which is basically just a rest area. So here, one note I'll say, blow up all the trees as you go through here. Blow them all up. Get all the wood you can. Collect everything. I think there's like 3 fish in here. There's some mushrooms, as you see there. I didn't see any fairies in this one. So just collect all the wood though, because here's the thing: take each piece of wood. I didn't know this at first. It looks like there is a fairy. Okay, so I didn't know this at first, but I was like, hey, maybe I'll try burning this wood. So I threw a bunch of wood in there, and it made a quarter heart. But it's actually each piece of wood, like each bundle, can be a quarter heart. So I actually wasted like a whole heart by burning 5 at once. I only got 1/4 instead of 1 1/4 out of that. But that actually can be helpful because you can use this worthless wood. It's not worthless, but you can use it to fill up your hearts if they're down, and having never touched any of the meals that you're going to make here. So just a little side note. So then that's basically it. You know, I went through, blew up all the trees. There is a pair of pants in this level, so something to look, basically look forward to, getting some pants on again, and starting to feel a little bit more normal after playing through that half naked. And so that was cool. Did all this, spent a ton of time in here, and then just started making some food, made some different dishes. And I'm not like the most expert chef on all this, but I was able to get some things that gave me some good power ups. And then of course you have the fairy. I think there's probably 2 fairies. I don't know that, but thinking back on it, I didn't notice the fairy when I first ran through, and I imagine that there was probably another one in there, but I could be wrong. But either way, there's at least 1 fairy, so try and get that one, and then make your food, and then move on to the next one. And so I'm gonna let this play out. Again, if you guys want me to like put up the whole unedited, non-sped up version of this, just let me know. To me, beating this was basically just about playing the game, like play the game, become more comfortable with all the buttons and everything. And again, I'm kind of still a beginner at this. I've only had this game for less than a year. I didn't get it years ago when it first came out. So I'm literally like, a novice at this, and I was able to do it. So I think it's probably completely achievable and attainable for whatever play level you're at. I would just say make sure you have some hearts first. I wouldn't go at it personally at my level. There's no way I could have done this with like 3 hearts, So I waited a little bit to do it. I also had the up plus on my bombs, and I had the plus on all of those runes in my Sheikah slate, so that's obviously was helpful. Having the more powerful bombs and stuff was useful, and came into play later on as well. So hope that was helpful, and I appreciate you being here and checking this out. And I will continue to put up more videos about this. I might, edit these into individual levels so I can have them, full playthroughs on each level. If you guys would like that, let me know in the comments. And other than that, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will continue to upload more videos as I go through and play video games. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. Anyway, one last note. Um, I'm sorry this thing's so fast. I shouldn't have put it at such a fast speed. I just realized when I'm watching through this, like, it's so fast. You might have to actually put your, maybe adjust your YouTube to a little, like, to slow it down so that you can actually see what's going on. Like, I don't know, maybe the final edit, like once it's done rendering, it'll be different. If not, I'm still working on all this stuff. I'm brand new at doing these things, and I have this idea of what information I want to put out there, but I'm not at a skill level yet that it actually, completely represents my vision of these things. So keep watching; it will get better, I promise. As I really love doing this stuff, so I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. But if you guys want to see certain things, just let me know. And again, I will continue to improve. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Superstring out.
I've gone into this place before from outside, messed around, and was able to recreate this again, so I don't know why it's not working this time, but